Hey Critical Benchers, welcome. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench, here to share a few tips that'll help you through the toughest time of year when it comes to staying trim, staying on point with your workouts, and trying to avoid all the distractions, or at least deal with the distractions a little bit better. So what I'm talking about obviously is that holiday season from really the beginning of November all the way into January. And every year you face it. Sometimes you are able to make the necessary sacrifices, or at least really stay on point. And sometimes if you don't have some goals, if you aren't in the midst of a really good program or something that's helping to guide you, it's easy to slip up and really lose sight of what's important to you, which is being healthy, staying strong, looking good, any one of those things, right? So 3 really helpful tips that I've used before, and that I fail myself with on occasion, but I'll start with the 10-minute rule. And I've done a video several months ago, actually, that I think I did a video about this one point in particular. When you go to eat food, and when typically when we eat food, we have more than one plate, right? Wait 10 minutes after that initial plate of food. So, and this is typically this is going to be more of your lunch and your dinners, and especially your dinner time approach. Fill up your plate with everything that you want, eat that plate of food, and then sip on your drink or whatever, and give yourself up to 10 minutes, okay, to see how you feel. Because I have a feeling that if you give yourself just that 10-minute window of time, your second plate of food is going to look different than if you go immediately up to add to that plate after you finish your first plate full. So that 10 minutes can really make a big difference on the eyes being bigger than the appetite kind of thing, right? So use that for the next few months for sure, with all the food and all the family and the friends and all the dinners, the celebrations and things like that. It can really come in handy. Second big tip that can be a real game changer for you: before you go out, before you go to a big dinner or an event of some kind over the next few months, you can do, it's kind of a 2-part rule. Drink a protein shake, okay, and consume a little bit of extra water, okay? Yeah, you might be visiting the restroom a little bit more than you want to, but it'll do a couple of things. A, it provides you with nutrients that you need for muscle building, okay? B, all that increased fluid intake can help satiate your appetite, okay? Because a lot of times, we eat when we're actually thirsty, okay? Our body, doesn't always do a good job of differentiating if we're actually thirsty or hungry. So take care of the thirst in advance before you go out to one of these dinners or one of these special occasion things, over that 3-month stretch. And you may avoid some useless calories or empty calories that you otherwise would be consuming. The third point I want to make is using finishers, exercise or workout finishers, as your go-to routine during this stretch. Because during this stretch, let's face it, our time is pretty well filled, let's just say, with activities that we're not normally part of throughout the rest of the year. So that being said, you're probably spending less time exercising, right? So what better thing to put in there, right, than a 10-minute finisher routine? So you take 2 or 3 movements, and it can still be extremely intense because it's a matter of how much work are you getting done in that 10-minute time. It's really based on no rest, okay? So you can do, I did a video not too long ago that had a great finisher. It was rotational push-ups with hanging leg raise, and I think I did 3 rounds of it. Do something like that, maybe introduce a third movement that gets the legs a little bit more stimulated, like a jump squat or a split jump squat or something like that, and do like 5 rounds, okay, with minimal to no rest. And A, you're hitting all the muscles in the body. B, you're saving tons of time. It's win-win all the way around. You're getting the workout that you probably are going to miss because your normal workouts are an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours long, right? So just introduce some finisher routines just for that few month period, or not even all your workouts, just maybe 1 or 2 or 3 a week, just to fill the void. Okay, it's better than nothing. A lot of these routines you can do in your own home. You don't even have to be outside of your house to get them done. Go in the garage, go in your room, go out in the driveway. Okay, there's a lot of great body weight only finisher routines that you can throw into the mix. We have a lot on our channel, as well as some of our other great affiliates that we recommend routinely on our channel. So hope those 3 tips can be a real big help to you during the holiday season. I know I really dislike that extra 5 to 10 pounds that I end up putting on, and if I'm proactive, if I go into this season with those things in mind, I really feel like it's a huge help, and it really kind of keeps my sight on the horizon instead of like just the next few steps, right? I'm looking at the big picture instead of just the immediate future. So look at the big picture, look at what you need to do to be successful for this next 2-3 month period, and then when January comes, so what if you got just a couple of pounds that you're dealing with, or whatever it is? You're still going to have maintained most of your muscle mass, and your energy levels will be good, and you'll be feeling pretty darn good coming into the new year. Hope this is helpful. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench. I want you to get the most out of really just out of the season, because it is an enjoyable time with family and friends for sure. So I don't want to detract from that at all. But these tips can be very, very helpful. So thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think, and I will be talking to you really soon. Take it easy.